everyone! So, looking back at my video on my GCSE artwork, I got very good comments on it. Thank you very much everyone that did comment. I'm very proud of my artwork and I got quite a few likes. I think that's my most liked video or something. I got 13 likes and that was quite cool, and I said if you guys wanted to see another one then comment or like the video and I will show you my sketchbook, because in my previous video I didn't get to show you all of it because it was so... I just basically ran out of time to film everything, which was a shame, but why not? Part 2, here we go. This is my sketchbook right here, Kyanna 10 and W, which was my form. This has year 10 and 11 work in, and it was my homework art book, and it's got homework in it which is all of year 10, and then year 11 was just places where you didn't really know where to put your year 11 artwork if you did any extra. So I did show you a few pages in my GCSE art book. I'll put a link below to that video. I'm just going to show you some of them again and basically go through my folder a lot more better. So I did show you this one in my video before, and basically it's just got a lot of things that I love about it. X Factor, definitely love that. Musical notes, I've got a picture of me playing the flute because I do actually play the flute. I got up to grade 5 in it, but I had to stop because of, you know, GCSE, and I was missing lessons, so I thought, right, as soon as I got my grade 5 I was going to stop. Got a little hamster here because I love hamsters, had so many. Piano, I've got like actual paint here that I painted on, paintbrush, rainbow popping out of my head because, you know, gotta love all the colours of the rainbow. And then I got guitar, and I thought the guitar was good because it fills up the background. Homework up here in the cloud of things I do not like. And sweets. I also layered stuff on, so I made this ice cream here like 3D by putting lots of layers of the ice cream shape on. But yes, this is my first bit of GCSE art homework that I did. A for effort and grade A-. I now have some Yi Chen work. I didn't really know who that person was when I first found out, but if you guys don't know, they're basically an artist that takes magazine ideas and puts them into faces. So I have some here. Basically did a bit of artist research on this page, kind of cut out the page so it was a bit more exciting, and then as you turn it down I made some of my own and copied it. As you can see, my skills weren't as good back then, like on the hair especially. I'm a lot better at doing that hair now, but I think overall I'm quite happy with that. Got some cut out bits of letters. Yeah, and then I did my own painting, which I do quite like. I think I lost the bit of paper that says what grade I got for that one. Stuart Hampton I have. He's an artist. I basically did this. If you guys do search up Stuart Hampton, I'm sure you will find this photo that he did. I'm sorry about the fallen flowers. Because it's one of his most famous ones, and I copied it, and rather than doing the draft out of hand, I just printed it off and then I cut it kind of a bit edgy like, do you see? But I kind of liked that effect, even though that's what it wasn't actually like. And I decided to keep it on there because I thought it looked quite cool. I did the daffodils by basically just doing them yellow, going over with a bit of fine liner. I mainly did painting work on them, and then the background was just paint too. Then for like the clouds, I just painted them white, and I simply just used tissue. I just scrunched up in a ball, dabbed it on, and then I got some pink as well because I thought it added a bit more of a rosy effect to it. The extension task of that was basically to do your own one, come up with your own style. So I got the actual photo of me playing the flute that I did copy, put it in black and white to give, you know, the opposite of colour and black and white, and then I did a sunset background, got a little beach down here. Got these 3D birds that actually come out, if I can get one. I just basically kind of made them pop out a bit because they've been in my book, they've been a bit squashed. For this piece of work and the Stuart Hampton copy, that I got an A grade for that, which I was very happy about. Won't talk about this one too much because I did mention it in my other video. Basically, Joseph Cornell, very famous for his boxes, putting little things in, making kind of like a little collage piece. I got a bit of paper, kind of did it like a door, got a little house, got a little cake. Got a few cake cases, and then you just basically open it up. Got a few examples of his work inside. and basically did a bit more artist research about him. Then for our next homework we had to do actually our own box. I haven't got that with me. I think that's still at school, or it might be home. I'm not actually sure. I think it's still at school. I basically did my own. Then we had to basically write about it. I've got pictures here of what I have done. And I basically took the idea how to do the evaluation. I got a little tree, kind of like that. You can read. And I thought it just kind of showed a bit more of my creativity rather than just sticking the photos on a page and writing about them. This page is one of my favourites that I've done because it's just very, there's a lot going on, which I kind of like because it kind of attracts to the eye as well. There's a lot of colour, I've got lots of photos, and I also did like little drawings for everything. Got a little campsite there, a little bumblebee, sweets, an eye, owls, and a little hamster ball. Look, see, where is it? This page. That's my first hamster that I had, which is Kiki. And then this is one of the birds that I used to have, and that was Kyanna. Miss them a lot, I do. This is a drawing I did of Kyanna. It wasn't very good. The photo that I had didn't really show a lot of like the texture of the feather, so I didn't really know how to draw it. So if you look closely, it's not that detailed with the drawing. I basically just coloured in lightly with a grey pencil and then smudged a bit because that was the best I could do because it was quite hard to see. And then I also did this drawing of me and my friend Sammy, which is also on the double page spread of my collage. And if you block out our both middle eyes, it doesn't actually look that bad, but the middle eyes didn't go that well. Back then though, because I drew that free-handed, I was quite proud of myself. For the next task we had to get a load of things and put them together and then draw them. This is my attempt. I really like this. I'm quite proud of it. I quite like the medals. I think the ribbon, I was quite worried. I think a lot of the ribbon actually works quite well and looks realistic. I like the photo in the background. You see over here I've actually mirrored it because that's what it looked like. Got the signs. Yes. It says here that I got an A. So this is still year 10 work. Got Audrey Flack here. Got some of her work. That's kind of what we were doing. That's what I did before with the pencil. And then I just basically drew a paintbrush and some beads, which I actually kind of like. I think they actually look kind of realistic because I did like a shadow underneath. Also my little rose at the top. There is some more of her work. This was basically just artist research. And then I just drew some little paint pots at the bottom. Great presentation. Well done, Kyanna. I think I got an A for that because it says here, for A star, perhaps do a large painting of Aubrey Flack's pastiche, which basically means a copy of an artist. Got this one here. Did my own little copy. That's my little owl there. Then I've got a hairbrush and a little bow. Used wallpaper. Got my little turtle, and for the dots I got blue tack and coloured it in. Then yeah. My blanket at the bottom. For this I got a B+. It says here, a very good range of media explained. Well done, Kyanna. The brush shows tone and realism. For an A grade, make sure all objects have a tonal range and therefore realistic. I think they do kind of look quite real. But you can't please everyone really, and at the end of the day I'm still very proud of that bit of work. Now this next piece we weren't actually meant to ask to do. I basically used to follow this person on Instagram. Their account got deleted, which made me very sad because they used to post really cool artwork. And they opened a competition and I thought, I want to enter it. And you basically had to draw. And I drew. And I did it on my sketchbook because I was like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh well, it still shows I can draw. And my teacher said, I love the effect of this drawing. Very light and dark tones. Great experimentation. AO2, which was, you know, the experiment part of the project. I did this little dog, how cute. So I love that. And then I also did another one just to enter the competition again, which isn't probably as good, but it's in colour. It's a little leopard. I think the only thing I would change is maybe the position of the mouth. Move it a little bit that side a bit, because it's a little bit front when its eyes are like looking that way. I was like, just then, why have I missed a double page spread? Like, I never used to do one bit of artwork on the back because I never used to like that it could go through anything, but now I realise it's because this is a double page spread. I did show this in my other video, I think. Photographs. Basically, I didn't have much to do because I was quite caught up. I had like my work done and everything, so my teacher said, in your spare time, why don't you take some photos of your ideas for your final design, which was the one of me against the brick wall and of my big canvas. So in this one, I've got me sitting down in black and white because I painted myself black and white. Got a brick wall. I all took these outside my house. Then I got a little butterfly, which is just a clip. I didn't actually find a butterfly casually. Then I got pictures of woods. Got this really pretty little peg hanger thing, which has musical notes on it, and I thought that was so cool. Got little books and then nails and stuff because I've got to paint nails. Quite like my design of photographs. I used to love going on this site, putting in a font, and then it would show me how to draw it in that font, and I just used to love copying it, and that was my favourite fonts, definitely. Kyanna, your photographs are incredibly well considered. You have framed your subjects well and have created images with real interest. So I think I've got an A, because it says again to aim for an A star. Print larger and maybe black card. So rather than putting it on white, I would put it on black card. But at the time I didn't have black card because I just used to have this book, and I was like, you know what, I paid for this book, I'm not going to pay for more card, you know, because I'm like that. Got to be careful because it is pink. Just got some on my trousers. Great. Love this. I did this the night before my art. I did a lot of my art the night before. But, well, I wouldn't say a lot actually. If it was something really hard that I knew was going to take me a long time, I'd spend a couple of days on it, or make sure I did it like 2 nights before or something. But this one, I remember sitting upstairs, looking out on the sunset and doing this guy. Quite like it. All I did was use, was it 3 colours? This light colour, a reddy pink, and a black. Wish I had the real photo, but I don't. But basically it's just all about blending, and it looks quite cool, doesn't it? It's a bit of, I'm sure if you type in Picasso, Rose period, he will come up, okay? Because you had to basically do one from the blues period, from Picasso, or, oh no, it wasn't really, I don't think it mattered if it was Picasso or not, you just basically had to do one from the rose or the blue, but I decided to do the rose. I always used to put a kitchen roll to stop like it going from other pages. Got another bit of work, don't know whether this is Picasso or not, but I just remember doing it the night before, again, because I'm like that. When we did our homework, we had to put it in the middle of the table at the beginning of the lesson for everyone to look at, and mine was picked as one of the best ones, and my teacher said it was very good, and it wasn't actually that hard to do, and if it was good, then that makes me really happy, because I basically just drew it out the way it was and then got out the colours I needed. I used pastels, was it? Yeah, pastels for this. Drew it on, blended with my finger all about, and looking at it, like on the screen, it actually does look quite good. Back then, I thought, oh, it wasn't really that hard, but in the day, oh, Cubist painting. That was what the guy was, you know, it was quite cubey, like, a lot of squares. It wasn't like a perfect portrait of the skin, perfectly blended. And this is like Cubism as well. Oh, George Brack. That was George Brack. Grade A. Very happy with that. What did my teacher say? Kyanna, your studies show a very high technical ability. Well done. To improve, develop further in-depth research, expand on annotation using subject-specific language. So it's mainly just to do with the annotation, really. I did do a bit of annotation here. I think I did more of about his life. Like this, like half of it is all about his life, and I think, although that's good, I think my teacher wanted more of my opinion. I did do my opinion. Again, another font that I really loved doing. But it's basically, if you have a look, do you see this one, the egg? The egg is the sunset, but it's still coming out of its shell. Then we've got the sea, but if you look closely, it's actually just a cloth on a table. Elephants, love this one. Elephants with trumpets. Got a little butterfly, that's the one I copied, I'll show you in a minute. Butterfly in an apple, and then we've got a guy over here and his mouth just keeps going on and on and on. The next piece I got a grade A, or for this whole thing I got a grade A. Oh, look how dark it's gone. Do you know what that is? The sky's gone grey. It's gonna rain. Damn! I'm gonna have to wait. Look at my hands. Oh, horrible. I haven't even finished going through yet. Literally looks like we're gonna have a thunderstorm. Look how dark it's gone. Think how light it was at the end of this video. Hello everyone, so looking back at my video on my GCSE artwork, do you see what I mean? Seriously. Look, a little thunder sign. Uh-oh, look at all that rain that's coming. Look at it now. Oh! The light's back. There's still a massive cloud, but it's a white, light grey cloud. Anyway, this is the drawing that I did of the apple that was on the previous page. Here we go, have a look. Got the knife, the apple. This is my attempt of the fly. Yeah, a splodge with some weird little legs coming out of it. Good job, Kyanna. What did I get for that? An A. Yeah, so basically it's an apple that has a butterfly carved into it, which is really cool. The next thing I'm going to show you is something that I did in my other video. Salvador Dali, turned him into some flowers. Got loads of his different expressions, so the flowers weren't the same, and then I could place them where the angle of his face, if it was turning this way, I'd probably put it on this side. And if it was turning like that way, just like this guy, put it on that side. Really like this drawing that I did, and I really love the idea. Love the text again. So obsessive about my text. Basically, just doing it normal, then you just outline it really lightly. A for that. A meaningful personal response, well annotated. Yes, Kyanna. Oh, back. Wrong page. Now we're moving on to year 11 work. This isn't very exciting. Just a mind map of everything I wanted to do and achieve, and I made it quite pretty like. So for each different idea I used to put a different colour around it, and then once I'd done that piece of work, I'd tick it off. Got some photography in here, showed you that. Lots of different ideas I just did for spill. As you can see, I've just got a glass of water, started pouring in some watered down paint into the bowl, and then just started taking photos on my iPad. Didn't have the best camera, you know, just used my iPad, but still at the end of the day worked. But you can see the paint starting to come in. Spilling, and I actually wrote out spill here. Got some more spilling. Funky little camera drawing. Taking images of spill was very experimental and messy. I loved playing around, taking photos and trying to catch a perfect picture of a droplet or cloud of colour in the glass. Then I've got some break ones. Drop I didn't know how to do because obviously if I was going to have drop I'd have to have a very good camera that took photos so quickly, and obviously the iPad won't do that, and if it does then it's blurry. I tried it out, didn't work. This is what I did for break. Got a twig from outside and some leaves. This one down here is kind of like a stop motion of me just ripping it apart. Spelt break there. Break was really fun as I was just snapping twigs and tearing leaves apart. It was very freestyle and happened in its own way. Break gives a really nice effect because everything's scattered about and it's not plain. 2 pages left. I didn't really do that much year 11 work in this because all of it was a lot of coursework. And in year 10 we had homework. That's where all of this went. So this is just a photo. That's the photo that I did for my final design. And then this is just a trial piece to see if I could actually paint even though stuff was scattered about. So there we have it. For my trial piece I decided to take a section of one of my other design ideas and paint it to show that I can paint realistically and using the correct colours. I used 2 different types of paint brushes. A script brush for small details, e.g. eyelashes, hair streaks. See like the hair and my eyelashes. Do you see like a few there? And I also used a round brush so that I could use a thicker brush that covered well but didn't take up too much room. I thoroughly enjoyed painting this. That is my full-on Year 10 and partly Year 11 sketchbook filled with all my homework and any spare little pieces. Yeah, looking back at it, it's still nice. I still love having this to show how I've developed from this. You know, a lot of my stuff used to start off with just, you know, just using colouring pencils because I didn't actually have my own paints and doing stuff at home was hard. All I had was, you know, the primary colours, red, blue and yellow, so I was quite limited. And then when I got close to my first mock exam, I was like, I need to buy my own paints, and that's when I started having more colours, and now I'm so much more confident with painting. It's like, great. I hope you guys enjoyed this video about my art sketchbook. If you did, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I really hope that you guys like this video just like my last one. If you guys want to see more of my face, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Links will be below. There'll also be my previous art GCSE sketchbook video, and who knows, maybe in the future I still have my Year 7, 8 and 9 sketchbooks which I could always go through, you know? Yeah? Anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye! Hello? I got no echo. I worked it out. I got no echo, I worked it out, A lot of the rhythm, but I think a lot of the what? Then I got pitch. Did it? We had to base. I did base.
Choose one more. What one will I go for? I'm so good at rhyming. Look at my timing.
I pushed my sister into some glass and cut open her arm. When I was younger, me and my family decided to buy a cat, however we didn't in the end. I only started writing songs because I had no TV in my bedroom.